Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. You're here with Mick and Joff, and we are at the end of double game week 19. One fixture left as we record this, Joff. It's been an awesome game week, Joff.
It's been crazy. It's been absolutely crazy, Mick. I mean, there's so much to divulge, to digest, I don't know, man. There's been so much trolling. There's been new heights. KDB straight away. There's been new heights for some players. Perhaps someone with a stone in his name.
Oh wow!
But yeah, we'll get into all this stuff in this coming show, and we're going to talk about game week 20 as well.
Yeah, so we've been gone for quite some time.
We have been. Yes.
It's good to be back.
That's it.
Good to be back on the trail. It's been an interesting little Christmas period for us, but we're back now, and we're going to start doing our thing once again. And we thought, why not? Yeah, better we come back now during the double game week, right towards the end of it. It's been a bit of folly for some, but a bit of joy for others. I think if you've hit that 100-point mark, you're pretty happy. Especially if you didn't use a chip. Bravo.
Exactly.
You managed to pull that off. We both got banged our triple captain chip this week. Just went off with it. But it's all's well that ends well. It was nearly a double digit. All you want from a triple captain is a double digit.
That's at the end of the day. We should get straight into that straight away.
We're talking about our teams. Let's bring them up, Joff. Should we bring up your team first? It's team reveal time. And let's have a quick look at what we've got. I think Joffy Boy will do your team first.
Yeah, let's get in there. All right.
You've had a solid week there, mate. Let's just whack that on screen for you, mate.
There we go.
There we go. We don't need us, though.
We don't need that. Let's go. All right. See you, boys. All right. So what we have got
94 points, Joff.
Look, I'm pretty happy with that. It was, so far, I've actually, let me scroll down myself. Actually, we've got to be careful because this thing here is going to be wobbly. But so obviously, Melier wasn't to be. I think he got some sort of virus. I don't even know if it was that virus, but so Melier obviously didn't play. But my defense, Mick, we were speaking about this. I've never gone into a double game week with 4 at the back.
Wow.
Because I'm an attacking guy. I just always like to attack. I like to hit the ground running. But you know what? It's been good to have a bit of balance. It's good to have that balance at the back. And they were like my highest point scorers. Like, look at the rest of my team. So yeah, Diaz 18 points, Maguire 9. Cancelo 8, who didn't start in one game. Justin 14, and then in my midfield, obviously Souček, Salah, Rashford, and Fernandes. All with you would have expected more from all of them, to be fair. Even Souček, and De Bruyne was my triple captain with 8 points, which turned into 24. And then Mr. Wilson, I've got Wilson left for one more game, and away to Villa. Let's hope that Wilson can help crack the 100-point barrier for me. But hey, we'll see what happens. But
just looking at your team, mate, you had no attacking returns up front, did you?
No.
Double game week.
It's crazy.
Insane,
honestly, it's one thing that I've learned from this game week was that moving forward in double game weeks, you got to think about it. Managers, when they've got they've got their squad to contend with, they're going to try to play a bit tighter in the doubles. When there's games midweek and that kind of stuff as well. It's just a good awareness thing because it's so true. How often does it happen that the defenders do well in double game weeks? Even Leicester, we're going to talk about a few of these teams. Leicester kept 2 cleanies. It's just one of those things. Obviously, we know that Man City kept 2 cleanies as well. So interesting week, definitely interesting week. But how about yourself? How did you go this game week?
Before I get into my team, Joff, you're talking about these high-scoring defenders, and if you look at the players of the actual week. I'm going to put that on screen just so people can see this because it's quite important.
Quite.
So if you look at that, you got Schmeichel on 17, Stones on 27, unheard of.
Wow.
Diaz 18, Justin 14, Evans 14. They're playing 5 at the back.
It's too.
For the team of the actual week.
Well, it is 4 to be fair, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. You look in the midfield as well, and it's all much of a muchness. I'm sure how many other players got 14 points compared to the midfield being Tielemans and Barnes with 15. So you look at that. Leicester, by the way. Leicester. Maddison, Tielemans, Barnes in the midfield. Gundogan. Well, penalty. Well, penalties? And Pereira? Pereira?
Penalties. Pereira? I know, man. What an interesting double game week. It always seems to fall that way when there is a double game week. You find that a lot of the players that you think are going to score big, sometimes they do, but most of the time it's these little gems. If you happen to have 1 or 2 of these gems that go big, like Pereira, who would have had him? Who would have thunk it, Joff?
I think no one had owned Pereira. besides people that don't play the game anymore. I think they're the ones that don't Pereira. Does that sound fair enough?
I think it's fair, mate.
I mean, start of the season, there's going to be a lot of people that had Pereira once upon a time this season, and they might be hard on themselves. Don't.
Don't. If you held Pereira, I mean, you think if you look at Pereira's stats, he scored 4 goals for the season, 3 in the double game week.
Bang.
That's all you need to know.
If you own Pereira, we want to know about it. Please.
Absolutely.
Type that stuff.
Especially if you took a hit to bring him in. Let's chuck my team on the screen there, Joe.
That's crazy. You're going way too far.
So I cracked the 100 mark, exactly 100.
Well done.
Unfortunately, I got a -8, so it's not a real 100. It's a fake 100.
Oh, you got fake 100s.
It's a fake 100. It's a fake century. It's not the real century. I'm not living in reality right now. That's just the way it goes sometimes. But you know what? Play my triple captain. Put it on Kevin. I'm happy with that because, last season I triple captain Mane for a 1-pointer. So, when you get 8, you're happy. I'm happy with that.
Fair.
I'm happy with that. But, same defense. I was very disappointed with Liverpool this week, John. Like, what happened? Jurgen Klopp, what the hell happened?
I think he was complaining a bit as well or something. I don't know.
Obviously, Salah, this is Salah's 5th blank in a row.
What?
Yes, mate.
No.
I captained him for 3. And then he had 2 double game week, blanked
Whoa.
twice. Yes. Salah's blanked 5 games straight.
Whoa,
Liverpool
that's
are
crazy.
off the boil.
What?
Yeah, mate. They are
5 in a
off.
row.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What's about to happen?
Yeah. They're playing Spurs this week. Not an easy game for Liverpool.
Whoa.
Not an easy game.
Yeah, you wish Salah get a double or something.
So you look at my midfield again, just disappointment. Absolute disappointment. Nothing in there. Fernandes 1 assist, should have had so much more. I'm happy I kept Son, got his assist as well. And then up front, obviously, my hero was Antonio. Saved my week. Big punt there on Antonio, but West Ham had the most appealing fixtures, so it made a lot of sense to me to do that. So there's the team there, 100 points, pretty happy. Up to what? 500 finally. Finally, starting to make some ground on some rankage.
Coming up.
500K. I'm only, 5 points? No, not 5 points. Probably about 10, 20 points behind you.
Oh, really? Coming up?
I'm pretty sure. Let's have a look at it, man. I'm pretty sure it's close. Let's have a look.
Where are we?
28, 1-1-2-8.
15 points.
15 points.
And I got Wilson.
You got Wilson.
Wilson.
That's another 2 points. Let's call it 17.
It's at least 6 points.
Let's call it 17 to be fair. But
wow.
That's it. That's our teams, guys. Hope you guys had a good double game week.
Best that you can.
Yeah, that's it. It's been interesting. Considering now I'm down to 2 chips left. From this double game week, the free hit's gone for me.
Yeah, true.
Triple captain's gone.
True.
So I got a wild card left and I got a bench boost left. So and I think they'll probably be used in tandem as well, depending on how the fixtures shake out. But as it's looking at the moment, we look like we're going to have a pretty ugly blank game week coming up in the very near future.
I have a feeling there's a couple coming. There's going to be some nastiness coming. We've got to be braced for impact. That's the thing is you just do the best you can. What else can we do? You know what I mean? All we do is what we've got in the situation with the chips that we've got and the planning that we can do. And the season it's not going to happen again. I can't see the season that's happened now happening again. We've played this game for a long time now, and it's just the circumstances in the world. That's obviously why this is happening. But I see sunny days in the world in the coming future. I don't know when, but I think by next season we'll be there.
Absolutely, I like it.
Yeah.
I like your positive mindset, mate.
Hey, stop it! Thank you.
Joff, we're gonna touch on this double game. We're gonna talk about probably the biggest trap player in FPL history. We're gonna talk about Jamie Vardy.
You got your wish.
Oh, Jamie Vardy. He went out there. Leicester played some amazing football in this double game week, and Leicester winning on top of the league. Or they're there or thereabouts. United are on top.
Yeah.
Was it United City then Leicester? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. I know it is really close to the top three now.
Oh, mate, that top 6 is just tight as
It's insane.
It's going to be a great season in that regard. But Jamie Vardy went out there and trolled all you lovers of Vardy, and now he's injured.
That's what he does.
Now he's injured.
He's injured. I can't believe he's injured just like that.
Yeah, so it's interesting because all of a sudden, we've got this Leicester team. People are looking to Maddison, looking to Barnes, Tielemans, maybe not so much, and
James Justin,
man. I'm looking at James Justin. But the thing is, you're considering these Leicester players, knowing full well that the fulcrum that holds Leicester together, Jamie Vardy, is injured. He's out, Joe. And Iheanacho has played about not even 90 minutes of football this season.
90 minutes.
Not even 90.
Is that right?
He has not played 90.
Why have they done that?
As in a full 90 for the whole season. He has not even reached 90 minutes yet.
That's crazy. Well, that's the thing is if Iheanacho can rediscover form like that, he's obviously going to get, if they're in the FA Cup, he'll probably get an FA Cup fixture in between. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes down. I think that Maddison, like you mentioned with Maddison, he'll be on penalties. Most likely it'll be him. I can't see anyone else doing it.
Yeah,
and
so,
I don't know. I mean, Cengiz Under, I don't know if he gets a game now because of Vardy's injury. If they play like a false 9, and then I don't know. But it's going to be interesting. Like Tillemans as well. These are players that you can have a look at. Even Harvey Barnes, he's someone that I had a sneaky peek at before the double game week. Didn't work out for me. But it's interesting. But obviously, your boy Jamie Vardy just didn't really come through with the goods, as well as their defense. Their defense, Schmeichel, James Justin Evans just got points in the double.
2 clean sheets will do
Two
that.
clean sheets.
Yep, that's what happened.
Oh,
So
well.
yeah, I mean a bit of interesting times especially for Vardy and KDB owners, because we've got this big KDB injury now as well.
Crazy.
So there's going to be a lot of money flying around. I think a lot of Kane coming into a lot of teams, I believe.
I think so too.
A lot of Harry.
A lot of whose name is going to be knocking on the door for many. But will he join your team? Eh?
It's a possibility.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's open to the whose nameness.
I mean, when it comes to KDB, obviously people are going to be asking, who do I bring in for KDB? So, there's plenty of candidates out there for KDB replacements. Yeah. I think the best candidate for a KDB replacement personally is Gundogan.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's on pens.
He's on pens. He's so super cheap auto. He's super cheap, and 5.5 million. And he's, like I said to you this morning, I think he's walked into this team now. Finally, Pep's figured it out that Gundogan can play that David Silva role.
Yeah,
and they've missed that this season. They've missed that role.
Well, that's the thing, is who plays, because I mean Kevin's been playing the David Silva role, but Gundogan's been in those positions, which is, I don't know how it's worked out. It's just Kevin's just like, hey man, I'm going to do me. You just do what you want, Pep. And like Gundogan's just waltzed in there. But with KDB out, does Gundogan get the attacking midfield role? Like if he actually gets that position behind the striker, that's huge. That is absolutely huge. I mean, that's something I'm going to be looking at, because Fernandinho, Rodrigo most likely will be behind. It could actually work really well for them. They could start getting some big scores together again with that solid midfield, with Gundogan behind and kind of pulling the strings. And not saying no disrespect to KDB. Obviously, KDB there makes the team 1,000% better. Let's be honest. But they just haven't got it right this season. They haven't got it ticking, Yeah. So Gundogan could, it could be spot on. He could get it together. And even like we're seeing Cancelo come on in that game, in the first game of the double game week, and play centre mid.
Oh, really?
So that's something that might happen as well.
Sure.
Cancelo was just, man, I mean, I watched both games of him. Only he played 30 minutes and then the 60 or the 90 or whatever it was. Man, this guy just, I think at the post, he's just
two
bombing
safe shots.
forward.
Yep, I know.
Oh, man.
I know. Any other double game week, Cancelo walks away with 20 points, 20 plus
exactly.
points.
Not Stones this time.
Not to be this week. But he's another great shout. This City team is they're knocking on the door, man. Obviously, the title at the moment is all in Manchester. Between both Manchester teams. But I prefer this City team over United, and obviously Cancelo's another one to talk about. But Diaz, I mean, if you don't know Diaz at the moment, Stones, obviously. These are just, obviously that's the centre-back pairing.
Yeah.
Pep's decided on that. He knows that now.
What happens when Laporte comes back, though, Mick? Laporte's it's his butt boy, man. You know that.
Maybe
that's why I didn't bring him in.
But Diaz is the guy. Ruben Diaz is the guy. He is the guy that's, he's going to get rotated the least, you'd imagine. Obviously, with Kyle Walker out now, Cancelo becomes a much better option once again. Obviously, Cancelo getting a rest in a double game week is pretty unlucky for us Cancelo owners, but it's a good thing in a way, because now he should get some more minutes moving forward. Yeah. And then up front for City, you can't even look at Jesus. You can't even think about Aguero.
Crazy. It's actually crazy.
Sterling. Sterling?
We're talking about KDB replacement. Sterling is one. If you want to take that route, I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not. I've got KDB. I'm not doing that at all. But I mean,
does Sterling come in now and play a part now in this City team?
He just looks a little bit out of shape, a little bit out of sorts. I feel sorry for Raheem. He seems like he's just so up and down.
Raheem the Dream.
Raheem the Dream. I know. Well, that's the thing, is as soon as he gets form, man, we know what he can do. We're well aware of what he can do, but maybe there's something going on behind the scenes.
I think Nick the goal.
Yeah. I mean, so he should. You know what I mean? Like the amount of shots that he has, the amount of positions that he gets in, the missed penalty. But what happened there? Oh,
that was a nightmare.
That was a part of the double, wasn't it? Was that it? No. Was that a part of the triple?
No, I don't think it was, man. I think that was the week prior. Otherwise, we'd be cursing right now. Wasn't it? That was the blank game week.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Let me look at the blank game week right now.
Beautiful. But anyway, you find that out. I just got to talk about other KDB replacements, because KDB replacements, you could go, if you don't own Son, Salah, Fernandez.
That was blank game week. Sorry.
It was blank game week. Good.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of those three, the obvious choices as well. Obviously, Gundogan's good. Or you can downgrade to like Souček and upgrade your forward line. You know what I mean? Like there's so many ways. Even like I brought in Rashford last week, and he's someone we know he's rested now. He's going to play against Sheffield United at home, so it's another choice. But
good option.
It's just whatever whatever you kind of feeling is right, do it because we've got no choice. We've got no choice but to move on. Or even Pulisic.
Yeah, no, I was actually thinking, what about Pierre, Joff?
Yeah.
What about Pierre?
I mean, he's done all right last couple of games, hasn't he?
Got himself a brace. Didn't he? Yeah, he got himself a brace against Newcastle at home.
What did he do the game before?
Nothing.
What's he done for the last 20 games?
Hasn't scored a goal for quite some time, but he's back.
All right.
Got a 15-pointer. Bang that one in. Who they got coming up? They must have some decent fixtures there. Southampton, United, Wolves, Villa. No, not too well. Not too much. But, I mean, there's people out there that like this guy.
Who knows, man?
I wouldn't do it, but some people will.
I mean, no way. I mean, Grealish as well. We know that Grealish is going to have doubles.
Oh, Jack, yeah.
We know that Captain Jack, he loves just doing his thing. And
yeah, Jack's an option.
Maybe he's on... maybe he's on penalties now, El Ghazi. El Ghazi got benched the last game. That's why Grealish actually probably was on pens for that game until El Ghazi come on. But yeah, so there's some nice little suitable replacements.
What about replacements for Jamie Vardy, Joe? Where do people go? Where do these poor people that got trapped in the Vardy trap, where do they go now? I mean, where are they going to go, Joe?
Oh, man.
Who do they go to? Who do they look to? I actually looked at this because if I take out KDB to Gun and I bring in Gundogan, then all of a sudden I've got 7 million to just burning in my bank account.
That's true.
So where do I go? Where do I go from here?
Honestly, I would just stock up that midfield with 5. If you don't have Kane, I mean, if you have Kane already, like the obvious shouts are Kane, Bamford, maybe Ingsy as well. If Ingsy doesn't go to bloody Tottenham, I hope he doesn't go to Tottenham. By the time you watch this, you might know. I just wanted to stay in Southampton so we can have like this classic Ings, unless he plays in front of Kane. If Ings goes to Tottenham plays in front of Kane behind, could happen. I don't know.
It's a big if.
It's a big if. But anyway, Ings. I got stuck down the Ings track.
Calvert-Lewin is fit once again.
He's an option.
He's back.
Wilson? If Wilson doesn't score against Villa, no. I'd say no. I'm taking him out. Oh, yeah. I'm going to keep him against Leeds, and now I'm taking him out.
Ollie Watkins. There's really Timo Werner. I'm just putting names out there that I would not bring in, There's not much. There's not much strikers.
Lacazette.
Tammy Abraham.
Malpe.
There's nothing there. There's
Wood.
nothing. Jimenez is injured. Cavani?
Antonio.
Absolutely Antonio. Antonio's an option.
Well, Jimenez is back soon as well, to be fair.
Cavani? People are going to bring Cavani. He's like one of the most brought in players this week.
Is he going to be not guaranteed starts? Like he's played 90, 29. He's too rotationable for me. I love Cavani. Man, if Cavani was guaranteed starts, he would be my team right now. I would do it right now.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah. But is he guaranteed starts? I don't really trust.
We got 90.
I don't trust Solskjaer.
He's played 90 in the last 2 of the last 3. So, he didn't play 90 against Liverpool for
but look at that.
Reasons.
He got 90, 0, 90, 29, 90. Like, we got some sort of pattern here? Because obviously Rashford starts the next game. What happens with everyone else?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's, I don't know, rotation players like that.
Definitely, I'd prefer Rashford over Cavani.
If Marshall got injured, I would consider it.
True.
And he might get injured soon. Who knows? He's one of those players, Poor Marshall. Poor Marshall. I mean, he just hasn't had a season, has he? He just hasn't had a season.
Matters.
Oh, he mattered last season, man.
Yeah, not this season, though.
He's been up and down, like even with his own form and even maybe not injuries, but something like that. Anyway. But this guy.
He's the only guy you really need from United, plus Rashford. I think if you're going to go for United players, you go for Bruno and Rashford. What about their defense job? You own Maguire at the moment. Are you considering keeping him?
No way. No chance. I'm keeping him for the Sheffield game.
I think I touched
and then straight out. He's gone.
I think I touched the nerve.
Nah, he's all right.
Yeah?
No, look, he's not. He got me 9 points.
They're winning the league, though, Joe. Did you hear that?
I heard that, but I just don't trust United, man. I just don't trust them. Like, you look at their the information, and what's he done? Like, he's kept 2 clean sheets. He's kept 3 clean sheets in his last 5, and he scored that header, which wasn't a foul, by the way. If anyone that watched that, he definitely scored that header. I don't know which game was it.
We've been talking form players. We have, haven't we?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I think so.
And but that's the thing is they've got Arsenal after that, and they've got Southampton and Everton at home. Look, I can't see myself keeping him unless, look, I'm not going to say never say never. I would love to get rid of him, but I've got Diaz, Cancelo, Dallas, and Maguire in my defense. So I don't really, and Justin, I've got 5 defenders. I don't like having 5 defenders, man. Someone's got to go. Most likely it's Maguire, but it could be Cancelo if he gets rotated, if he plays with my emotions, if Pep plays with my emotions and stuff. So I have to wait and see what happens there. But I mean, look, if you're looking for a United player for this week, like, you know, they've got their next 3 games of their next 4 are at home, and you know that every team plays better at home. So if you want to get a United defender in, Wan-Bissaka, maybe Shaw. Shaw's cheap, and he seems to be playing every game.
He does play, doesn't he?
Yeah. So if you want to do it, I don't blame you. I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe I keep Maguire.
Well, we were talking about Antonio, and Antonio this week is getting my gut feeling.
Gut feeling.
Oh, I like it.
There it goes, right there.
I like it.
Antonio has got my gut feeling this week, Joffy boy. I'm just gonna chuck it on him. I don't have a picture of him, unfortunately, because he hasn't really done much this season. But he's in my team. He did a lot for me, and it's more of a heart pick than anything else, because he did the business for me.
Hard pick
in a double game week, and West Ham have no strikers. No strikers.
They don't.
And Antonio, I mean, we saw what he did in those 2 games. You know, he got the minutes. Moyes obviously trusts him to sell to wherever.
Ajax.
Antonio, man. Antonio's my gut feeling pick of the week, mate. So if you don't know Antonio, have a think about it, because he's super cheap auto, and he's going to do the business for you.
I like it.
That's all.
I mean, look, while we're here as well, we might as well bring out my reckless abandon triple captain pick, which, would you believe it, is Marcus Rashford.
Triple captain pick. Triple captain pick.
Well, I happen to have a picture of Marcus Rashford, which is good. So this is well prepared. There he is.
Maybe from last season. Or
Marcus Rashford. I like it.
Well, that's the thing.
I like his
he's
pick.
Definitely going to start.
Oh.
I mean,
tell me more.
He better start.
Yeah, keep going. I'm going to bring him in. Keep going.
Oh, really? You're going to?
Maybe.
I mean,
tell me.
We just know what he can do. He cuts in from the left. He's been looking dynamic. He's usually, that's the thing, is we've got a player that he's both good away and at home. You know, I love having players that are not destined for just home job stores, not just destined for home form. You know what I mean? So he's obviously got Sheffield United at home, and Sheffield United, you know, they've been keeping it tight of late, but they're due to get belted, and it could be this game. I just feel like a big belting is coming. Henderson's on United's bench.
A big belting.
A big belting's coming. I'm pretty sure that the last time they played earlier this season, I want to bring that up.
Was it a big belting?
It wasn't a big belting.
Oh, a big belting's coming. All right, you heard it here first, guys. A big belting is coming for Sheffield United.
It was 3-2. I think that's the reason
why. Bend over and
spank
it.
Oh, shit. The reason I like it is that the last time that United played Sheffield United, it was away from home. It was at the Sheffield United home ground. United won 3-2, so Sheffield copped 3 goals, and Rashford got a double. So I like that as well. So I like when players. I like when players kind of double up against, you know, the team, the previous team. You know what I mean? Like the previous game weeks and seasons, even that kind of stuff. So
history repeating. You like a bit of history repeating.
It seems to happen a fair bit. I mean, the players, they're human beings. They know what's going on with their lives, and they
flesh and blood.
That's it, man. Well, Rashford, I'm pretty sure is he got
human beings.
I want to see if he's got a double this season. Has he got a double beside? He has not scored a double besides that. So he goes to bed most nights, and he's probably like, that double I scored this season. You know what I mean? So he remembers that he plays against Sheffield, and let's see how he goes.
I like it, Joff. Hey, very good, Joff. Very good. Hey, very good.
Thank you. Forget about it.
All right, mate. What are we moving on to next?
I think we should move on to just Liverpool.
Oh my God. Do we have to talk about Liverpool?
We've got no choice. I mean,
I don't really want to.
Well, you touched on before. Mohamed Salah 5 blanks.
All right. Mane's
5 games.
Yeah, Mane's right there with him. I mean, they can't keep clean sheets. They're falling apart, mate.
Like, that's the one team. You think about the one team that you'd be like, who's not going to go to Anfield to win 1-0? I mean, probably Sheffield United would be number 1 on my list. Burnley will be probably second. Like Fulham, we know they got goals in them. But
they would concede.
1-0. Like 1-0, Burnley, man. Oh.
I mean, to be fair, Pope had a couple of good saves. A couple of really strong saves. But it is this Liverpool team that, you know, if we go back 5 game weeks, they were looking title favourites.
They look good.
Easily. It's amazing what 5 game weeks can do. Yeah.
Just like that.
Within 5 weeks, have they scored? They haven't scored many goals, if any. I know they haven't scored any in the last 2, but crazy, just madness. Now we're looking at this Liverpool team, thinking, what's next? What's next for Klopp? Obviously, we know what Klopp is capable of. We know what this Liverpool team is capable of. But they're going to have to really pull their fingers out and start playing some good football because they're going to be left behind otherwise.
You ready for this?
Please.
The last 5 games, they've scored 1 goal.
Oh, my goodness.
Like West Brom at home, they scored 1 goal, 1-1. And then Newcastle away 0-0. Southampton away, they lost 1-0. Manchester at home 0-0. Burnley at home, they lost 1-0.
This Spurs game just got so much more important for Liverpool.
Crazy, man.
Thanks to Job's little check-up
there. You want one more? You want one more than that? The last time they scored more than 1 goal was the game before that, where they scored 7 against Palace. Yes, that game. So they scored 7. So they scored 8 goals, if you want to put it like that. 8 goals in the last 6. But they scored 7 in the one game. How crazy is that? It's like
this is madness. So what do we do, Job? What do we do with this? I mean, you know what this bodes well for?
What does it bode well?
The managers out there that are sitting pretty without any Liverpool assets right now. So people like Ben Crabtree, the Everton supporter, who's actually won the game before. He'd be laughing right now because he strictly does not bring in Liverpool players. So if you didn't have Mohamed Salah, you'd have 12.2 million, whatever he's cost.
You'd have it elsewhere.
Exactly right, mate. Just crazy. Crazy.
I know, true.
So should we sell Salah?
Nah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy in itself. Calm down. I mean, I'm a Salah lover, man. I love Mohamed Salah, and I'll keep Salah till the end, man. Like he can blank 16 games in a row. Nah, you probably get to a point you got to take him out. But
5 games, Job.
5 games is just
when he was blanked 3 in a row, and I captained him all 3 of those games. I was just thinking this has never happened in history of Salah.
Yeah, it's true.
But 5 in a row, this has definitely never happened in history of Salah.
It's true, 100%. Oh, look, there's no question. Oh, look, if you wanted to take him out, I don't blame anyone taking him out. Of course not. Why not? I mean, if you want to take him out, take him out. I've just personally, this guy's looked after me for the last 3, 4. How long has he been in the Premier League? 3, 4 seasons, whatever it's been. So that kind of player. It's like my Kevin Nolan of yesterday and my Carlton Cole of yesterday, my Michu of yesterday. I keep faith. Lampard, Ronaldo. Every time I have players that do stuff for me that are like that I trust, they're with me. You know what I mean? Until they get injured. You know what I mean? Even like Ings. I'm bringing Ings back. He's coming.
Oh, Ingsy back.
But I don't blame people if they want to get rid of Salah and go a different way because he's out of form. Well, they're out of form, but it's not even him; it's them.
Well, this Liverpool and Spurs game is gonna break some hearts and make some hearts because if Harry Kane goes and does what he's been doing, and Liverpool once again look lackluster, mate, people are going to be banging for Harry Kane. I think Salah's sales are going to just continue to rise and rise. If Liverpool don't step up in this Spurs game, big game. But Salah's rested, so we know Salah's going to start in this game.
Salah didn't start.
I know.
That's just a triple captain. Dude. That's just pain.
He was my triple captain.
Same.
Thankfully, he blanked 3 weeks in a row prior to that, and I captained him for all those 3 weeks. So I thought, there's no way I can possibly do that to myself.
You learned your lesson.
I couldn't do it. But
imagine this Spurs and Liverpool game. Has this got 0-0 written all over it? I'm just putting it out there. Liverpool aren't scoring. Tottenham just played defensive. And they get the 1 or 2 goals. They do the right thing by Mourinho, and they get the necessary points and goals what they need. But I could have 0-0 written all over it.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Hey, you're not wrong, mate. You are definitely not wrong. Could happen. Anything could happen. But what can we talk about Chelsea?
Let's talk about Chelsea
just slightly. Let's just slightly talk about these guys just a little bit. We've just fallen off, haven't we? We've fallen off. Werner's not playing. Lamps is just not doing very well.
Not the races, perhaps?
No, obviously he's just dropped Zuma now.
What happened there?
I don't know. It's hard to follow.
Has pretty started over Reece James. Was it both games that he started?
I think James started the second game.
Okay, so you're mixing it up.
It didn't really matter. Leicester put us to the sword quite easily, I believe. Yeah. We bowed down to Leicester, and I mean, moving forward, I don't even think we're going to be looking at Chelsea players at the moment. We scraped a victory against Fulham, 1-0, and there wasn't really much to report home about that. I mean, besides Mason Mount, I think if you want to own a Chelsea player, you really look at Mason Mount. That's it. He's the most consistent player we've got at the moment.
What about Ziyech? Ziyech is back.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely be looking at him once. Once he can pull himself a bit of form. Absolutely, but I mean. Until then, we've really just got to ignore the Chelsea assets, man. Until we can find that we can get a bit of form, and just anything from this guy would be nice. I mean, Timo, he's not even starting him. What I don't get is why not give him a shot at the centre forward spot?
Yeah, no, just
give it to him.
Just give him 3 games. I know, but that's the thing is that the teams that they've got with Giroud and Tammy, it doesn't shape up. He's going to have 2 centre forwards on the bench. I don't know. This is a predicament where I'm going to put this out there. If if Lampard had no, if he had a sold Giroud or Tammy in like mid the transfer window earlier in the year or last year, whatever it was, if he had Werner and one other striker, I think that Werner would be absolutely killing it right now. That's my opinion. I just think that because he had these other two, he's been using them there. Just like he's the Germany striker. You know what I mean? We're talking about the German. I know that we've got the French striker and we've got an English striker who's he's coming through the ranks. I get that. But we're talking about this German striker they spent a lot of money on. I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, we just speculate. That's all we can do is speculate. I believe this from the very start of the season. I was like, he's playing him out wide. I don't like that. He shouldn't be playing out wide, in my opinion. But hey,
I considered Werner for the double game week just because I'm a Chelsea fan. But the thing is, I've got to realize that Werner is a trap.
Big call.
He is a massive trap right now.
Big call.
Most Chelsea assets are a trap until Frank can really shake this team back into gear, which we hit gear. We hit gear, yeah. Then Ziyech got injured. Werner lost form, and all of a sudden we fell apart.
Lost the gears.
The gears were gone. And, I mean, if we get any shot in this Champions League playoff, isn't Atletico Madrid, isn't it, coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've got to hit some form. Otherwise, they're gonna just wipe us off. They're a European team that knows how to play, yeah?
They're good at defending as well.
Exactly right. So if we don't start pulling it together in the league, we've got no hope. Absolutely no hope.
It's actually pretty crazy, isn't it? Your situation with your boys, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's pretty sad. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we go. But I mean, if I did bring in Werner this week, it would have been a bit of a
Delete my team.
I think really, if you owned any Chelsea assets this week besides say
Chilwell or something like that,
Mason Mount,
yeah.
then you'd be pretty much deleting your team. It's sad because coming into it, this game week, obviously when we found out about the double game week, we thought, shit, Chelsea players, Reece James, Chilwell, Zuma, we got this. No, wasn't to be at all. But that's it, mate. Moving ahead, should we have a look at the fixtures for this game week, mate?
Let's have a sneaky peek. What have we got? What have we got?
Palace versus West Ham, so we know Antonio there.
Antonio's a good option.
Zaha's fallen off, so we don't really talk about Zaha very much.
I'm not going to trap him, all right. We'll leave that. So we've got Newcastle and Leeds. So I've kept Wilson. I will be keeping the Wilson for this Newcastle Leeds game. I think that the Troll will have a chance. He'll have one more chance for me.
Callum the Troll, huh?
We'll see how he goes with those big biceps. Come on, use those big biceps and just climb above one of our defenders. Because the thing is, Leeds is going to win this game, I reckon, maybe 4-3, something like that. Wilson hat-trick, Bamford hat-trick. I've got both those players in my team. And it will be nice, maybe Dallas a couple of assists. We'll see how we go. But anyway.
Hat-trick, Bamford. What has happened to him, Joff? Leeds fan, here we go. Wait, hold on. Let me just change this to that one. Okay, now go.
Joff's thoughts. I mean, look, I got to be honest. That Brighton game was. I was speaking to FPL Sexy.
How did we get 32 minutes into it? You haven't spoken about the Brighton game yet.
Oh, look, I don't know. We kind of. I didn't want to bring it up for the other people because there'd be a few burning people. Leeds lost our double game week. We got belted by Brighton 1-0. It was a belting, man. We played horrible. Like honestly, as a Leeds fan, like I've watched every game this season, like every single minute. I think just about. And it's one of those seasons where I'm happy with every single minute besides that Brighton game. That Brighton game looked like, I've been watching Leeds in the Championship for years. Too long. We're back. But anyway, it looked like one of those games where the wheels fell off. And it was just like last season we had a few of those games, like plenty of those games where we were in this scintillating form and then we just play horrific.
You just lack wheels.
We lacked the wheels. The wheels were off. We had like square wheels and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the thing is against Brighton was the only game for the whole season that we looked like that, which is good. I think it's an amazing thing. So I can't see it happening too much. Bielsa's got the boys where he wants them. So I can see us bouncing back against Newcastle. We scored 5 goals against them in the last time we played them. We're going to get our mojo back immediately. It was just, I think the Brighton game was just like it was like a lull because we rested our whole team for I think it was the FA Cup. And I feel like we needed a rest. The boys train hard. I think we're like the fittest team or something in the league. So expect Leeds to bounce back. With Bamford, though, however, Bamford looked exactly like he was when he was playing. He was indecisive last season. He's grown this season. He's evolved as a player. He's evolved as a man, I reckon. So I think that Bamford, I'd keep faith. I'm definitely keeping faith. I believe in him. I think he'll come good. I think this Newcastle game will show us that Bamford still got the goods for the remainder of the season. But hey, I'm going to stick with him.
Interesting take on that. No, I like that.
Give it so inside of Leeds.
Thank you for your Jobs thought.
I've watched him for so long; it's crazy.
I do enjoy your Jobs thoughts. So moving on to Arsenal Southampton, Job. we've touched on that. We've touched on Pierre. Pierre could be an option for that one. Obviously, Dingsy's there. He's always going to be an option for you, and I'm surprised you don't know him.
Well, he's not back yet, to be fair.
Isn't he back?
Well, he's back, but it's not right. Yeah, it was a double game week. Calm down. This guy paying out in the second. He's coming, not this week, next week. He's coming.
Okay. Dingsy.
Don't you worry about that. I've got to keep Cal on the troll for one more game.
Yeah.
Damn.
West Brom plays City. West Brom coming off some good form from the double game week. Coming up against this City team minus KD Beezy.
Yeah.
No KD Beezy, no heartbeat in there. So, I mean, this is going to be an interesting game to see.
What do you think? Player of the game, Mateus Pereira?
I think the dream, mate. What about the dream? Do you think Raheem, the dream's gonna, step into the shadow, or will Phil Foden fill the boots? What about Foden? Does Foden actually get some minutes now that KDB's out?
Maybe.
Who gets them? What happened to Mahrez? Where's he gone?
Man, I don't know what to say about Pep's roulette, man. He's just playing with every Foden, maybe Bernardo's starting now. False nines and stuff. Like, what's going on there, man?
Pep's a madman.
I couldn't believe when Bernardo started as a false nine. I was like, this guy doesn't score goals, mate. Like, he doesn't want to score. He wants to assist. I don't know. But yeah, now look, Foden could be a shout. There's no question that Foden could be a shout. Mahrez, if you want to play that bloody mystery Mahrez game, go for it. But it's gonna be
Burnley versus Villa. Burnley hot off the heels of defeating Liverpool. Villa are just an absolute revelation this season. So that's gonna be an interesting game.
Well. It should be good. Obviously, Grealish is one to look at. Popey is like the leading goalkeeper at the moment with points, which is interesting. Yeah.
Way too expensive, though.
Yeah, way too expensive.
You wouldn't pay that money.
No chance.
Chelsea host Wolves at Stamford. Big game for us. Wolves are traditionally a bogey team for us, so that's going to be an interesting game.
Well, no Jimenez, no party, man. So I think you guys will win that easy.
Yeah,
so I think that
should be.
Some Chelsea assets will be good there as well. Mason Mount, maybe. Yeah.
Brighton, Fulham, nothing really to see here besides what Lookman and Anguissa.
Lookman, yeah.
Anguissa, man. Anguissa, nice assist.
Nice assist.
Nice game.
You like Anguissa, yeah.
I love him. 4.5 million.
Yeah.
Value.
Yeah.
Everton, Leicester. That's going to be an interesting game. Calvert-Lewin back, but this Leicester team, mate, they're just chugging, but no Vardy.
Exactly.
No Vardy.
This game, I don't know, like it could be Everton. There's always goals with Everton. There's always goals. Leicester coming off the back of 2 clean sheets.
Everton got a rest too.
I don't know, man. This one's a tricky one. There's not much form to go on with Everton. So are they revitalized? Are they ready to rock and roll? Is this game 2-2? Do I see a 2-2 here?
Richarlison playing, Yamez playing, J Rod's there. So full fit, nearly a full fit. I mean, I know Allen's out.
Yeah.
But nearly a full fit Everton team against this Leicester
I think
team.
Maddison and Barnes are good shouts for Leicester.
Yeah. United versus Sheffield, we've already spoken about. Very heavily about that one. And Spurs Liverpool we have spoken about. So
what about captains?
That's it, mate. That's the week. Let's get into some captains.
Yeah.
Well, that's the next thing.
Who's my captaincy? I don't even know right now. I don't even think I changed it. I did change it. Bruno Fernandes.
I did change it too. Bruno Fernandes.
I mean, Bruno, man. How can you go past Bruno? This guy's just looks amazing every game. He is Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, I don't like to say poor man's Cristiano Ronaldo as well, because he's like a younger version. He could turn into something really special. I think he's leading the game in points. I'm pretty sure he is. Is he, besides Kane?
I think
Kane's 142 and he's 140.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. He could have had an easily triple-digit score in that game in the double game week. It was just unfortunate for Bruno. So he's an easy shout for a captain this week. What else? Who else we got, Job? I think Harry Kane obviously is a big one now.
I mean, against Liverpool though,
I still think it's a good shout, Harry Kane. He's just one of those players you can captain every week.
That's fair.
Without KDB, I think Kane and Fernandes became the two top options. I mean, besides Salah, who needs to get some form. Liverpool needs something right now.
What's the thing is, you could go on Captain Salah and be crazy right now. It could pay. Come on, it could pay off. We've seen crazier things happen. We're talking about Mohamed Salah. All they need is a
defensive
penalty.
Spurs team, though.
I wouldn't do it. I'm not saying to do it. I'm just saying it could happen.
I mean, the only other there's not much else to look at, is there? I mean, if you want to captain a City player, who do you captain? There's nothing there besides KDB.
Gundogan?
No. I mean,
Stonesy.
It's an interesting week for captaincies, isn't it?
Stonesy?
Isn't it? Interesting week for captaincies.
It's very interesting. I mean, besides Bruno,
seems the obvious.
If Bruno is not like, exactly. Rashford's not a bad shout, actually. It's like a different reckless abandon.
Yeah, that's it.
But no, very good, man. I think happy with that.
That's good, man. Let's just jump into our leagues and have a look where the leagues are at.
Check it out.
So we've got Alez on top, Alpha Minds FC. Mo Salah, yes, please. So Alez got 102 for the week. Well done, Alec Maz. Well done. Would you do the triple captain? Let's say we triple captain. Yeah.
Okay,
Alrighty. So it's not over for you either, mate. Martinez left to play. Other than that, decent week. Very similar team to mine, pretty much. Is that my team? That's my exact team.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No way.
Pretty similar. But one difference: the keeper.
What? That's crazy.
My exact team, mate. There you go.
Right.
Except he's got a much better bench than me.
His bench is much better than yours.
Yeah. Well done. Actually, well done, Alec.
Since you've got Kilman on your bench, they played in the FA Cup this morning. They kept a clean sheet and he got an assist. Would you believe it? How crazy. The FA Cup just comes back and punishes people.
Thanks, Joe.
Sorry
for
about
letting me know that. I didn't need to know that.
I know. Sorry about that.
Hey,
it makes you stronger.
Just don't mention it ever again.
It makes you stronger.
Don't mention it. All right, let's have a look at the public league here. Public league. Horror Unicorns on top. The Professor in second and James Ad Glory in third. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, my bad. Let's have a look at the Unicorns. 118. What's he done with himself? Bench boost. Very good. Johnston, Justin, Robertson, Kufal, Diaz, Cancelo. There you go. 5 at the back, Joff. 5 at the back. That's all you got to do. 5 at the back, and maybe hit a few. And then that midfield, same as ours, nice and crap. Only Captain KDB.
Nice and crap.
And then Antonio up front, beautiful. Look at that bench. That is a horrible bench boost.
Did he bench boost?
He bench boosted.
Oh, that's unlucky.
But look at that though. It's a bench boost
he lost
with the double. Both of them, Adams, Rafinha, Bamford, all doubled, and Meslier.
Sad, man.
That's unlucky, mate.
It's pronounced Melier.
But he still went with it. He still hit that bench
boost.
Good on you,
what's he in the will?
He said his plan, and that was it. 237. Whoa.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like. But then at the end of the day, man, you're having a great season. You had all those guns. Everything's in the right spot for you. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter that you're bench boosted now. You still, man, that team is dynamic, man. Well done, 237.
Very good.
Well done.
Very good.
Keep it up, mate. Keep it up.
All right, Joff. Let's get into our games, mate. Our game weeks. I'll bring up your team on the screen there. Let's have a look at.
Watch out, Ray.
Have a look at the old.
Watch out, she's pushing this. Watch out, Ray. We'll go like Mick's got a little husky.
She's not little anymore.
She's a big girl.
Big girl. Sit down there. All right, mate. There's your team. So take us through it, Joff. What are you doing? What are your thoughts?
All right. So
where's your head at? Is Meslier going to play?
I hope so.
Otherwise, you're going to keep it.
Yeah. I hope he plays, man. I might take a hit for him to take him out because I've been thinking about taking him out for a little bit now, but to release a Leeds United spot. But so Meslier might start. So I've got Diaz at the back. Maguire, Cancelo at the back with Dallas. So 4 at the back. I'm going to play 4 at the back. It's crazy.
Yeah, wow.
They've all got good fixtures, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Ben Souček.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to bench Souček. I mean,
and Justin.
Man,
hero.
Look at my team, man. I've got a bench all of a sudden now.
Yeah.
So I've got Fernandes obviously and Rashford at home to Sheffield, which I'm going to be captaining Fernandes. Son, Salah. Obviously, I've already brought in Son for.
So that's your transfer for the week
for the KDB. Yeah, I might still make one more. Who knows, man?
So you brought Son in for KDB.
Son for KDB. Yeah. So we're talking about transfer happy job. And you've got Bamford and Wilson as well. So they're playing each other. So look, I reckon I've got a good week coming. We'll see. I might still make one more move to bring in Gundogan for Souček and bench maybe Dallas. I just don't want to bench Dallas.
Yeah,
it's just hard. I don't like benching my boy, man. He's just so dangerous.
What do you got in the bank there with that move from?
Check it out. Check it out. 2.6.
Yeah, cool. All right, very nice. Very nice team there, Joe. I'll have to bring up my last week's team because unless we log me in.
No, let's just bring up last week. Should be right.
Yeah. All right. No, very good. Looking good.
Thank you.
Looking good there, mate.
Thank you. Hey, stop it. Thanks.
So we'll bring up my team from the double game week. And no, we went not there. We went
not there. Just go to FPL Fratelli. At least you got 1 in like 10 chance.
Take businessman. What about businessman?
Businessman. There you are.
Where am I? Quarant. All right, Mickey Boy's team. Let's have a look at it. I have made 1 transfer so far this week. Obviously, I've removed KDB. So McCarthy in goal, Diaz, Cancelo, Robbo at the back, Robinson, Salah, Fernandes, Souček. KDB has gone to Gundogan. I've made that move. Probably for me, it was a very easy move to make. Just moving on from KDB. Taking penalties. Gundogan's on pens. Okay, I'm happy to have Gundogan. He's in some great form. Seems like a really good option for me. So he's come in for KDB. Other than that, the team will stay the same. Son, Bamford, Antonio finishes off the team for me. I'm still contemplating who I take out for Souček. So Souček could easily go and become Rashford this week, very easily, with that nice fixture at home.
The Such.
Yeah, that could definitely happen. But I am a little bit worried about having Souček and Antonio both playing in the same team. I better just keep Antonio and maybe move Souček on, unfortunately, since Antonio's hit this form. So there it is, mate. There's the team.
Nice one.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
could end up. I think I might actually take a hit this week, Joel. I might take a hit and move Souček on to just upgrade Souček, really. To get spend that spare 6 million in change you got sitting in the bank,
On a 6 million, that's crazy.
On Souček's upgrade. So
that is
we'll
crazy.
See how we go. Before we do go, big shout out to our patrons. Joff, you can do it this week.
All right,
Thank you very much, guys. Sorry we haven't been around for a little bit, but we are back now, full-fledged, and we'll be going hard.
Thank you to Sammy D. We've got George Zakakas, Stephen Bailey, Gary Warwood, Kyle Brett, David Parra, Bradley Emott, David Jereb, Ivan Kovacevic, Alec Maz, Zaki Robertson, Damian Roberts, Yash Verma, and our producer level patrons. Thank you guys. We appreciate all the love. Wesley Kwok, who's actually had a new baby as well, isn't it? Congratulations. I'm not sure if we congratulated you already. Bert Van Goys, Shahir Hamid, Patrick Carney, Lewis Husey, and Sammy Horner. Thank you all to you legends.
Thank you guys.
All the
love
love,
you guys.
man. Thank you. Love,
That's it, mate. That is us. We are back, and it's been awesome to reconnect with you, Joff, and get this done. And let's see how we go with game week 20, guys.
I'll be 1 sec. She's biting the cord.
What is she biting the cord for? Just unplug it.
Yeah, true.
I'll just hold it up.
Yeah, hold it up.
Silly.
Thanks, guys. Good luck game week 20, and it's the season's just going to get better and better. Just enjoy the ride, man. It's one of those seasons where anything can happen at any time. There could be another blank game week, this game week, as in like one or two teams just not turn up, obviously with cases or whatever. So just what can we do? Just embrace the chaos, man. That's all we can do.
The best is yet to come.
Yes. Oh, yeah. There's no
the
question.
Best is yet to come.
There's no question.
As we say at FPL Take the Hit, always remember to stay positive.
Accept the reds and embrace those green arrows, guys.
Woo! Thank you, guys. We love you all.
Peace.
Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit.